Hi there. It's my pleasure to again bring an update for the city of Belleville as we're dealing through this COVID-19 outbreak. I want to thank again YourTV for giving us this opportunity to share this information with residents and businesses of the city of Belleville. YourTV is showing again that they are locally connected, they're in our community, and they're sharing this important information. We have now gone into I think it's the 8th week that this whole COVID-19 situation has presented itself, and we are doing so very well. I want to congratulate all residents of our community. The statistics are very, very impressive. If you look at our health board region, which stretches from Bancroft in the north all the way down to Prince Edward County and Picton. It includes Belleville and Quinte West. In this entire health board region, we've only had 43 lab confirmed cases of COVID-19. There have been almost 2,900 tests as of May the 3rd, and that's a rate of 1.6%, which is really, really good. It's one of the better rates in the province. And I think it's testament to the work that our residents and our businesses have been doing to try to flatten this curve by being careful, practicing social distancing, washing their hands, not traveling if you didn't need to. These are all really good things, and it's putting us in a good spot. We're not out of the woods yet. We still have to continue to be vigilant to prevent the spread of this virus. But last week, the province started the process of what will the reopening of our community and our province look like. There's a 3-phase process that Premier Ford and his government are going to be bringing in, and we're in phase 1 right now. They made an announcement that certain services can reopen. So, for example, they told golf courses and marinas to be on note to start getting ready. They're not allowed to open to the public yet, but they're able to start maintaining their facilities to prepare for opening. They put all retail operations in Ontario on notice, saying they don't know exactly when, but that it's going to be soon, so they can start taking steps to make sure that when they reopen, everything will be safe for their staff and for their customers. But they also allowed car dealerships to be able to take people in by appointment now. Landscapers, garden centers, car washes, they've been allowed to reopen in Belleville. We've always interpreted the provincial orders to allow them, so ours have been working. But there's also more construction that's permitted, and municipal non-essential, non-transportation related projects are allowed to be restarted. So all that is going, and it's very, very good. And we've got to just take it one step at a time. In the meantime, this past last week, we had very nice weather, nicer than it is right now, but we had very nice weather and some high temperatures, and a lot of people ventured outside and started doing some work around their homes. And if you are collecting, you have a leaf or yard waste that you want to dispose of, I would tell you that the collection depot at Wallbridge Crescent is open. It's open on Mondays and Tuesdays from 7:30 in the morning until 3:15 in the afternoon. Wednesdays, it's open from 7:30 in the morning till 7:15 at night. On Thursdays and Fridays, 7:30 to 3:15. And on Saturday, they're open from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. And I encourage you, if you want to, and it's safe for you to do so, bring some over, bring your things there. We chip it and use it as mulch, or we compost it. It's really, really helpful. So that is good. If I can just go back 1 second to that whole COVID-19 situation, part of the reason why our numbers are good is because we've had increased testing. And if you would like to be tested, you can now make an appointment directly with the COVID-19 Assessment Center at the former Quinte Secondary School. You can call them at 613-961-5544, so you can schedule an appointment. You no longer need to be referred by your doctor or by telehealth or by the health board. You can make that appointment directly, and they will take you in and test you and to give you some comfort in terms of if you're concerned. Last, a couple of quick things. I just want to touch on something that's not COVID related, but water levels, particularly the water levels on the Bay of Quinte. 2 of the last 3 years, we've had flooding because of high water. And this year, things are looking good, or looking better, and we're cautiously optimistic. Water levels right now are they're slightly above the 100-year average, but they are significantly below the 2017 and 2019 levels where we had flooding. So we as local communities, all the mayors, we've been working really hard to get those water levels down, and we're happy to see some progress on that. And we are, again, crossing our fingers We've taken steps to ensure that if water levels do rise, because just a couple of rainstorms can really throw that out of kilter. But if water levels do rise, we have taken steps to protect our property, but it's looking much, much better. The last thing I want to talk about is something that happened, last week. We've got lots of people who serve our community here locally, all of our frontline staff, our emergency services, but we also have people who we don't always recognize, and they're our neighbors at CFB Trenton, members of Canada's Forces. And last week we had a tragedy where 6 members of our armed forces died in a helicopter crash off the coast of Greece, and they returned. One of them returned back this week, and there was a repatriation ceremony. Colonel Deming from the base asked for us not to attend, but you can go to the Canadian Forces website to watch it if it hasn't happened yet. And if it has happened in the past, you can go and watch a video of it. We want to honor those men and women who lost their lives, but we want to do it safely. They wouldn't want us to be put in jeopardy. So we ask to respect the wishes and not attend, but to honor them in our own way. The flag at City Hall was at half-mast. At our emergency services, it's at half-mast. And it's been a sad couple of weeks with the tragedy in Nova Scotia and now the helicopter crash. But we will get through this, just like we're getting through all of our challenges. And I want to thank all of our residents for their support. If you have any questions or any comments, you can always get a hold of myself and City Council. Our information is all on the city website. Again, I want to thank YourTV for this opportunity to give you a brief update on the happenings in the city of Belleville. I want to, say thank you to everybody who is cooperating and following the rules and assisting us in flattening this curve for COVID-19, and wish you all a very, very good week.